Uh, I know this is a deviation from what I normally do on this channel. Uh, However, an innocent person and an inspirational teacher, a husband, a father, and above all, a good and decent human being was brutally assassinated for the only crime of exercising his right to free speech and for telling the truth. And I feel like I cannot hold my silence anymore. It, it seems almost criminal that I should be such a coward to not speak my mind. Um, so, I'm not very good with words, so I've written down what I've wanted to say, and I'm sorry if it sounds very rehearsed because I'm just reading what I've written. Here it goes. I never knew Charlie personally, and I have never met him in person. However, I have seen and listened to many of his videos and agree with most of his ideas. His tremendous knowledge and ability to coherently debate a vast number of social topics is like finding a unicorn in these troubled times. Many people threatened his life, spoke crudely and rudely to him, gaslighted him, and even assaulted him for his words. Despite all of that, he always stood his ground politely and while keeping his calm. A true and thorough gentleman indeed. I know this much, that I learned so much from him, as I'm sure so did many others. Some might still hate him, but what he told them was probably the best education they will ever have gotten, because clearly their parents failed them, their schools failed them, their colleges and universities failed them, the public failed them. They failed to tell them the truth, especially when they needed to hear it the most. To those celebrating Charlie's assassination, the vile vitriol you're spewing says a lot more about your character than whatever baseless labels you have attached to Charlie. When people like you have nothing of value to contribute to society, you resort to hatred, lies, and name calling. It is not surprising, but still despicable and very hurtful. I hope you find peace and one day realize what you have lost, what a gem of a person you have lost. You will be forgotten by the end of this news cycle, but Charlie's legacy will continue to live for as long as those of us who admire him keep him in our memory. It's a pity that Charlie was taken so soon. A true philosopher, a great teacher, and a genuine and decent human being of our times.